The enthralling songs of the king of world beats, King Sunny Ade, enveloped everyone in inexplicable excitements as they all jigged for a better part of the day on Saturday, June 23rd, 2018 at the Chancery Hotel, Owo, Ondo State. The reason for this merriment was not far-fetched. It was the celebration of life for a woman who was precious and virtuous, a woman who experienced the sovereign grace of God in good health, posterity, love, and multiplicity of progenies. That was the late Chief Mrs. Emily Ayodele Sule Akinsuyi. The entire burial process kicked off 3 days earlier with the Ajabwe dance. It was a traditional dance for aged persons in their demise, which ushers them to heaven. This dance took the children, who were decked in traditional Chenwache regalia, and all the participants round the major streets of Owo, making stopover at their immediate and extended family houses. The next day, which was Thursday, June 21st, 2018, it was the service of songs that took place at the Township Mini Stadium opposite Mama's house. There, many lovely renditions of rhythmic hymns flowed from the choristers and band of the Salvation Army Ministry. They also did a march past to honor Mama's memory. Then, on Friday, June 22nd, it was the wake-up service that took place at Mama's husband's house at Owaluwa area of Owo. The children who sat at the front all wore blue lace and wine headgears and looked exquisite, even as their guests took turns to show some solidarity. From Bible readings to the recitals of hymns, the wake-up service went smoothly. Mama's life was testified to by family members. The subject of the gathering lay peacefully in a white casket in a beautifully decorated room. The children then came out to dance in a Thanksgiving session. The next day, guests stunted into the magnificent house of God, the Methodist Church Okiowo, Circuit Owo. Before long, the church became full as hymns filled the air, with guests humbling themselves in the presence of the Lord. Mama's children sat at the front pew in very expensive peach lace, while the men were in brown agbada. One of Mama's sons, Kayode Akinsuyi, read out the biography of Mama. In the sermon of the Right Reverend Solomon Adebite, Bishop of Owo Diocese, he admonished everyone to reminisce on the reality of life after death.
To whom do you belong? You must either live for God or for Satan. No in between. No middle place.
This was followed by Thanksgiving. A plaque of honor was presented to the children by the church. The lovely delivery of the Hallelujah Chorus by the church choir brought the lengthy service to a close. Following this, the Owo Battalion Council of the Boys Brigade did a special parade and the receiving of the flag in honor of Mama. The recessional hymn rounded up the service as everyone filed out with Mama's remains. Mama was later interred in a corner of her home in the Okiogun area of Owo. That was the end of the road of life for a woman who can be best described as a mother in a million. Born on the 1st of January 1927 in Owo, Mama fell in love with textile work from childhood and she excelled greatly in it. This does earn Mama her nickname Mama Lasho. A staunch member of the Methodist Church, she belonged to Egbe Tesiwaju and was also a matron of the Boys Brigade of the church. She passed on to glory very peacefully on Tuesday, May 15th, 2018 at the ripe old age of 91. The celebration of life for this special and sweet mother continued at the Chancery Hotel, Owo. With majestic swags, guests arrived at the venue. The aura of the ambience was pleasing to human sensibilities as everything was spick and span and reeked of class. These pleasantries was capped with unlimited merriments as King Sunny Ade announced his presence on the bandstand. There were varieties of local, continental and intercontinental dishes for the pleasure of all. Together, all the guests enjoyed themselves with the Akinsuyis, who put up a superlative reception that will linger in the minds of many for a long time to come. One after the other, the children of Mama were called upstage to dance. The dances and felicities got to a zenith when one of Mama's sons, Honorable Niron Sule Akinsuyi, was called to dance. Preceding his dance, his friends from the Island Club made a presentation to him.
Island Club is for fellowship, it's interracial comradeship. Hey, Island Club.
A jolly good fellow, Honorable Niron Sule Akinsuyi, is an astute businessman, investment solicitor, property attorney, and a grassroots politician. Niron Sule has held many positions and many public offices with his political career, virtually transversing major political parties. He was one of the many aspirants who vied for the governor of Ondo State in 2016. Needless to say, Niro Sule enjoys lots of goodwill across the political divides. Together, they all rollicked on the dance floor till the early hours of the day. Red Carpet TV spoke with some of the children of Mama.
Emily Akinsuyi was a very simple woman, humble to a fault. My mother was a very lovable woman, and she loved God. She served God. She was so focused, so passionate about God. A kind mother, a mother in a million, a mother that I can never forget.
My mom was just a kind but disciplinarian, and she's a very devoted woman.
From the Red Carpet TV crew, we felicitate with the children of Mama, especially Honorable Niro Sule Akinsuyi, for giving their matriarch a very befitting burial.
Thank you.